Onward VR Master League. I am your caster for the day, Noman with a 4. I'm joined as always by Crippling Loneliness. I'm the only one casting this match, I guess, but we're gonna have a good time doing it. No worries, folks. We have got quite a matchup for you today. So we're in the All-Star Tournament. This is the semifinals, the final round of the semifinals. And we have got two fantastic teams duking it out here. The repeats versus 8-minute round tactical. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. The teams are almost ready, but I'm gonna take this time to just quickly go over the bans that I did get. I didn't get a full set of bans, but we do have a ban of cargo coming out from the repeat side. 8-minute round chose not to ban anything, so that's actually, sorry, that's the map choice. The map choice is bizarre. So silly. Yeah, there it is. So we have a ban of cargo and a pick for first map of Bazaar. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, folks. I hope y'all don't mind. And honestly, even if you do, it doesn't matter. I'm on a 6-minute delay. I'm gonna let my hair down a little bit. You know, we're gonna have a little fun with this cast. They were having fun on the earlier one, and not to be outdone, I'm gonna have my own fun here. Especially having to talk to myself. But let's go really quickly over the rosters while we wait for these teams to finish readying up. I think we're just waiting on one member of 8-minute round tactical to jump in. So real quick, the lineup for these two teams. The repeats are coming at you with Sickness, Raffaello, The Man, Spooty, Nintendo, Driver of Car, and Redbeard. 8-minute round tactical coming at you with Icy Woods, Landon Jordan, Sri Lankan, Honey Half, Fluega, Logical, and Moxum 92. So all of the all-stars that we all know and love are going to be duking it out here for this final spot. We'll say my team, or I should say Steven's team, was able to squeak on by with a pretty sweet banger of a game earlier today. And a couple of nice little caps and clutches in there, so that was exciting. Guys, haven't seen that, go check it out on the Onward Master League page. But we're diving into a new one. We're gonna get ourselves a nice fresh one. I've seen Bazaar really just be the pick for this All-Star Tournament. People love them some Bazaar. We'll see how these two teams do it. Still just waiting on that last member. Do want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you're coming in from the Master League 2 game, or if you want to know about it, it's Animal House versus SBD. Animal House able to grab both of the first two maps, and I believe right now SBD is fighting for those sweet MMR points for map 3. So you can head on over there and hang out with Trip as he casts that one solo. We're both solo. We're the lonely casters today. But I'm not going to be alone for much longer because, oh, it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. It's friggin' happening. Gameplay is live. We're going into this first round of this first map. 8-minute round tactical on defense. Let's see what they're able to pull out here. So we're seeing that southeast spawn. A nice spread from the offense here. Shots are gonna ring out early. I think they're just checking for anybody. Okay, I'll just fly us into that Bazaar thing. I think my speed is all messed up. It's all messed up, you guys. I'm gonna apologize in advance for some of this camera work, but you know, I'm a little rusty. I think I'm getting sick. Well, sick of not watching this game, you know? This is what I'm talking about. I want to see in the chat, you guys calling the winners here. Who's the winner? Bit of a nade coming out there. Looked pretty disappointing from this angle. Lincoln not quite able to get it out of the center Bazaar, and we are still in a 5v5. Be making a ton of noise for no reason, seemingly. And jiggling around here in Sentry building, looking for folks to take some shots at him. Fortunately, no one on 8-minute round tactical will oblige. as they are all tucked in pretty well around this objective. Nothing too unusual here. I'm gonna just sort of pan around. There's IC Woods and Logical. The only one sort of off position is Landon over here. Big old jerk. Now I get to yell at you, Landon. Now I get to yell at you on the internet. Sorry. Luckily, there was no action while I was messing around with that camera, so I apologize for bringing my personal drama into the cast, but since we are having a good time at the All-Star Tournament, I'm gonna let the hair down a little bit. Ooh, driver of car goes to disable that C4, but C4 disables itself with an explosion, and now him and Sri Lankan are gonna have to deal with each other. They come around and a full-on face-to-face trade takes them out of the equation, and it's a 4v4. Now Raphael making those call-outs. And let's see what's going on over here with Booty. I think the man is still hanging out in that sentry building. I'm keeping an eye on him on the mini-map there, but so far he hasn't given me any reason to go hang out by him, but he will be pushing in soon, I hope. We're about halfway through this first round. And so far only one member has gone down. Now we're seeing that quick offensive push into that northwest courtyard. That is the man finally making his push on that northwest side. You can sort of see there by the zoom. Landon gave up on that position, but maybe a little too early. And now Bluega taking some shots from Sickness. Tucked in, and he tucks in long enough for IC Woods to do the dirty work for him. And now it's a 3v4 with the man coming up through the north side. I mean, that north side does not look very juicy right now, you know? You gotta kind of lock down. I'm gonna leave the man here for a moment and just kind of zoom on over to Swooty and Raph. Making their way up. Swooty's watching that intently as if he doesn't know there's a friendly there. This could not be any worse. Come on. You guys are on the same team. Don't shoot each other. Don't do it. Don't do it. Be good. The man didn't do it. And another trade comes out. Blue and Raph just talking back and forth with each other. Swooty needs to rush this angle right now. I see Woods finishing that kill off. Bluega did hear him. I see Woods gonna try and cook a little home-cooked meal there for Swooty, but Swooty's not hungry. Avoids that grenade, and now he's back at the north side. Can't quite get that smoke out. All stars indeed, am I right? Right, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, come on. Throw a smoke. Kidding, Swooty, I love you. I love all of you. Landon Jordan gonna find the man here, peeking out that northwest courtyard. Now it's all up to the swiggityest of Swooties. Coming for that Bluega booty, but Bluega might see him first. Does indeed. Lands the headshot. And 8-man round tactical gonna grab their first round of this Sea Rise. The Sea Rise. There you go. Fantastic play early on there. We were seeing trade for trade, which, you know, honestly, if it's all-stars playing, that's what you want to see. You want to see people not being able to make a clean kill because the other person only makes clean kills. You know, that's what we came here for, and got a good heaping dose of it. But Bluega there with the great call-outs. And rotation by IC Woods gives them the edge and the point in the end. See what happens when the tables are turned. And if you are just tuning in, you're here right at the beginning, so good job. Way to click links. We are just one round into this first map of the series. 8-minute round tactical grabbing that first one on defense. Repeats now looking to do the same. And if you're tuning in for Modern Master League 2, welcome, welcome, welcome to our All-Star Tournament match of Saturday. Tune in tomorrow for the final. Has yet to be scheduled because the team here needs to be decided, but stay tuned in the Onward Discord for that information. And stay tuned here as we jump feet first. Both feet first. All 3 feet. Straight into round 2 here. Now the repeats looking to take this round on defense. I think so far only one of these games has gone to 3 rounds. I think I remember seeing that somewhere.
Left side, east.
Thickness with the push and the call out. The guy on the west calls out the east spawn. Pro strats right there. That's pro strats. Sri Lankan and Landon all pushing in here. Sri Lankan with that shield.
Just in case, yeah.
Looking to make some damage. Just in case. Throw in a little just in case nade. You know how good those are. Buega is going to grab driver of car. G-Man with that quick refrag from the upstairs of Kiat. And we're into a 4v4. F tucked in on that wall. Sri Lankan playing the bongos with his shield. Landon's gonna look to sneak past Raphael here. And a nade comes out on towards Sri Lankan, but that tuck in is just too clutch.
Went right on the north north road on the stall.
Swooty is peeking this corner. I mean, he is just as far out to the street as you could possibly get.
Really?
Sri Lankan being very aggressive and is gonna find Swooty there on the north. Gonna have to be worried about the man here, and he turns his head to the side just long enough for the man to put a bullet in it. All over for Mr. Lankan. I see Woods. Still trying to catch Raph out here. I think they're just missing each other. Yeah, this is back and forth. Raph is kind of sandwiched in between all 3 members of the offense here, but he is going to rotate out. And I wonder if Woods is hearing this. The nade comes out, but it's not ideal. And now Raph is going to rotate for the kill. Woods has no idea. Just not even playing a different game, ladies and gentlemen. Just doesn't care. Raph getting shot by a friendly. The All-Stars are in full swing. Landon now looking to make this approach. Landon and Sickness right at the opposite ends of each other here. Not spotting each other out. Who is the SMCE-est out of these 2? We'll find out. A smoke coming out there. Setting up a nice little push. Logical and Raph gonna trade right behind me so that I don't catch the action. Logical does grab that, or is grabbed by Landon Jordan with the revive, and now we're in a 2v2 with a pretty nice little position rotation here by Sickness, but he's gonna check his tab. Landon tries to cross, but Sickness is gonna out SMC him, and it's all up to Logical now. And the defense is panicking about this cap. They are rotating around, making sure nobody's in there. All up to Logical. Watch through his view. He does see the man. Can't find a good angle on him, though. And now Sickness rotating in to try to get this cleaned up, but he needs to reload. Reload! Reload your gun, Logical. I don't think you have enough bullets to kill Mr. SMC. Can he do it, ladies and gentlemen? Hype it up in the chat. Let's see those clutch emotes. Logical. Come around this corner. Sickness does hear him. Pops the corner late and grabs the kill. And we are into a tied little series here, ladies and germs. Right, I said germs. A gentleman here. Ooh, okay. This could be a good one. Yeah, you know, I have a hard time rooting for 8-minute round tactical because as a caster, it's just way too much of my time. But if they were playing against the best of 5 team, you know, best of 5 versus 8-minute round tactical, that would be an even harder choice. I don't know, you always kind of want to root for the underdog. It's an interesting little scenario here. Maybe I should add the score. It won't let me add. Oh, wait, no. Nope. Nope. Oh, too many score. Too many score. There we go. Score was already in, you know? What happens? Not paying attention, you don't have a co-caster to do all the hard work. And we are waiting for 2 members to ready up. I think they will be starting soon here. We're moving now to the center Humvee objective. Always a fun one to cast. I've been seeing a pretty interesting mix of aggression and slow play. Like, I see Woods there played real slow. Raph able to capitalize on that pretty much magically. Not sure how I see Woods wasn't able to hear his approach and his nade and the pin pull and all that good stuff, but he does not indeed. And we've seen some pretty aggressive plays, mostly from Sickness and Landon, coming out in that signature SMC style. But yeah, lots of really good little plays so far. We haven't missed too many. You may have just missed a round start there, but it was a reset triggered due to, I'm sure, some form of an issue with the players. They're gonna give it a second try here. And there it is. I'm getting called by Landon. You got yours. You got yours, Landon. I'm gonna watch you get yours again in this 3rd round. I'm gonna follow you this whole match. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the pressure on you, Landon. Nah, I can't do that. There's too much juicy action happening. Landon's not in the heart of it. Icy Woods, however, is gonna have to deal with at least one of these 4 Marsoc players. As Driver of Car and the Man start putting some rounds down range. Icy Woods does not catch Sickness and Swooty on the cross, and they are already inside. Sickness fires the window, downs Woods. The aggressive push coming through very quickly. Sickness here coming through too quick. Landon Jordan able to out SMC him this time, and a great nade by Sri Lankan into the upstairs. Is it into the window? Man, how did I not catch that? Sri Lankan's gonna confirm that. Driver of Car and the Man now pushing up. Driver of Car catches Sri Lankan on that rotation. Bluega grabs Driver of Car, however, and we're in a 2v3. Logical grabs the Man on that backside, and now it's just up to the remaining member of the offense. It's Raph from Globo Chem looking to pick up some kills here. He's got a long way to go, but a lot of time to do it. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock, and everyone knows where he is. Want to be extra quiet. Want him to... Here. You're getting the full Onward experience here, folks. No overlays. This is what Raph sees. I mean, aside from the people that are highlighted in red. He doesn't see those. That would be cheating. But we see those because otherwise I won't know what's happening. And the situation just cannot get any more tense than it is right now. You could cut this tension with a rusty butter knife. Raph's got plenty of time to work with. He can cook something up. Cook a little something up in the kitchen of Globochem.
Okay.
Casually checking his watch. We're taking a little stroll around town, you know. As one would do in a high-pressure clutch scenario. I'm glad I get to see his, I'm gonna guess that's a sweatband that we get to see there as part of the first-person view. Or maybe that's just his VR, you know, his actual goggle view. Who knows? That's the fun. But he is gonna give away his position with a smoke and try to rotate out, cause some confusion. Does spot one out. Shots ring out, do not land. He is reloading and rotating. Good old R&R, and shots are gonna ring out from the window. Landon Jordan gonna find Raph on that rotation, and 8-minute round tactical is gonna go up 2-1. Really, you're taking that caster voice and just cranking it up to about 11.8. Just like just a little bit, like right below 12, but not quite 12. But we are having a good time. I do appreciate you guys all tuning in, hanging out with me. Love the support, love the engagement. We've been having tons of games and tons of fun this weekend and in general. Oh, you know, so good. So good, so good. Glad you guys are here with me as I cast this, so far, just fantastic match. You know, it's interesting as well. I guess I could put it up on screen if I really wanted you to see it, but I'll just talk about it, and then you'll know without seeing it. The scores are pretty even, actually, across all members on both teams. 8-minute round tactical, all 3s and 2s in the kill slots, and repeats have 2s and 1s, but that's only because they played one round as defense. This will be their second defensive round. And I tricked you there because you thought I was going to leave the overlay on, but not today, ladies and gentlemen. The overlay stays in the back pocket. I will save that for a clutch nade at some point. And we are diving into round 4 of this first map, Bazaar.
I didn't see the spawns. West.
Didn't see the spawns, but they made themselves very apparent. And that is a full cross as I make it out of this window, and so far, everyone's safe. Look at that. Look at that pile of smokes. That's an absolute pile. Bluega gonna grab Sickness as he pushes across the street. Now Swooty's gonna have to deal with Sri Lankan and Bluega at the same time. We're in the smoke. It's hard to see. Swooty's gonna grab one, grab the other, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. 2 members of 8-minute round technical are now gone from the list, but Landon is gonna find driver of car as the remaining members who did make that west cross are gonna push into the objective. Raphael on a very dangerous cross, and Woods is gonna find him finally through the window of all things. Not while he's out in the open, but, you know, crossing through a tiny window. 2 sets of windows. Swooty gonna grab Icy Woods from the back. Landon gonna rotate out, find Swooty. And now it's 2 members of the offense. Never mind. Logical with the dirty, dirty headshot. Finds the last member of the repeats. They take that round. They take that offensive round. What a push that was across the street. Am I right? Somebody confirm how right I am, because what a push that was. A beautiful play. And now the repeats are on their back foot. This is dangerous. Obviously, the repeats are giving themselves the name because the team very similarly resembles past all-star teams that were created by the Sickness. But 8-minute round tactical is no slouch. I mean, none of these teams are slouches, really. They made it this far, which, you know, is something in and of itself, but also the players are all just fantastic. And that's why this is such an exciting series to watch. I am loving this. Glad I decided to cast it, despite the fact that I am getting a little bit sick. So tomorrow, casting is in the cards, but doesn't matter because I'll be playing in the finals because earlier today, Harry's Houdini's, thanks, Nightfire and Sleepy. Harry Houdini, which is the name of our team, is going to be facing off against whichever team makes it out of these semifinals here right now. It's going to be very exciting, so I cannot cast that game. Although I'm sure it is going to be fantastic, so keep your eyes and ears peeled for the timing of that match. We'll try to get hammered out for you today. And as I complete my monologue, my game rant, if you will, we are going to now dive into round 5 of this all-star match. Just map 1 if you're tuning in, Bazaar. 8-minute round tactical has to hold this defense to close out Bazaar. And the repeats are looking to put themselves back on the board after losing, I think, 3 unanswered points. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I think it's 2 points. But still, single round wins. Oh, I do apologize for the camera. Oh, my God. Wow. Wow. Really good camera work, me. God, I wish somebody was here to blame for that. No fun. The offense setting up a nice little half moon. The defense, a half moon of their own, sort of an M for 8-minute round tactical. That's what I'm getting. What I'm gonna go with.
Someone shoves all the way around.
Sickness directing the team with the well-known wand of SMC wisdom that he does so frequently in these casts and games. I only know it from the casts. Obviously, I'm not on his team. Driver of car now taking a few shots downrange. Getting that defense all riled up. They're expecting that push on that south side of the mini market, but driver of car is going to rotate out. He's allergic to bullets, specifically Volk bullets. And the defense poking, hoping, all on their own. Nothing doing with that grenade, but quite a toss that was. Real MLB All-Star shit right there. Oh, excuse the language. I forgot where I am for a moment there. Some MLB All-Star stuff right there. Whew. Gotta keep it clean for the kids, ladies and gentlemen. We can have fun without swearing. Am I right? Am I right? I'll find out if I'm right in 6 minutes. We are on a delay here. As we wait for the repeats to make their slow motion approach. That's not lag, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the speed at which Spooty and Sickness are moving. Can you imagine this in 8-minute rounds? Ugh. Sounds hideous. She sounds hideous. Raph and driver of car now making their way up here through the northwest courtyard. Luega and Sri Lankan, they're just basically screaming their communications. Driver of car looking to find maybe Logical in that window. Logical's gonna peek it. Driver of car's not looking in that direction, and the shots ring out. Driver is gone. He is driving nothing today. Car got into an accident, and now he's left his 4 teammates to fend for themselves as 2.5 minutes remain in the round, and they have to find a way to get into this objective. You know, it's interesting here to see the 2 SMC guys both just laying down. Of course, Landon's... Why you gotta ruin it, Landon? Ruining everything. Sickness is gonna find Blue Egg on that long check. But it's just a down. He's still gonna be able to give out a vital intelligence to his team. Smokes are going to come out for that res. Now is a good time for the offense to make their push. Swooty, the man, and Raph all pushing through. Bluega is back up again. Landon's going to find Swooty, though. A little bit too exposed. The man going to find Landon on the refrag. It's just a down. Blue is going to down Sickness. Raph finally gets an actual kill after 2 downs come out. The rotation's coming out. The man finds Icy Woods on the objective. And now it's just up to Logical and Landon Jordan here. Oh, the res would be so great right now, but unfortunately, well, it makes sense. You don't want to be capped on because that would be bad. But Sickness is going to find Logical on the backside while I'm explaining the methods of the game to you. And the repeats do put themselves back on the board. They're not out of this yet, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to find themselves one more point as we battle it out here on map 1 of this All-Star Tournament semifinal matchup. Do want to thank everybody who's in the chat coming to hang out with me and listen to me yell at you and talk random nonsense. I do appreciate it. There are better things to do on a Saturday, but I honestly can't think of any, so may as well be here with me, you know what I'm saying? I do appreciate all you guys hanging out in the chat, supporting the teams. Hopefully you'll be getting yourself into a headset sometime soon, playing a whole lot of this fantastic Onward action. Sorry for that bout of silence. I am trying to keep up with the Twitch chat as well. You know, if I ask you questions, I gotta read the things that you respond, but then I lose track of time, and then I don't know what's a response to what, and you know, it's just a panic attack I don't really need. But I am trying to keep up with all your information while bringing you all this hot action. This juicy, juicy action. It's so... I keep saying juicy, is that weird? I think it's weird. No other really good word, like, I don't know, like chock full or something. Who cares? Doesn't matter. We're getting into the next round. Round 6. Here it is.
This way, no, driver, goddammit, down here. This way. Yeah, I know. Straight down, left, right. You can't wait.
Straight down, left, right. Obviously, it's straight down, left, right. What are you, stupid? Kidding. Totally kidding. Having a little bit of fun. Sickness there directing his teammates to the most efficient paths into their positions as Marsoc makes their approach. Not the team Marsoc. That team got eliminated. Too soon? Sorry. As the 8-minute round tactical members push their way up through the bazaar and the Kiot building right there. Gain themselves a little bit of ground. Now that north side, I am seeing something that's getting me all hot and bothered. Raph here is watching the north window. He does have, who is that? Sri Lankan with the shield. Very difficult to see nonetheless. Raph is going to be taking shots out towards Logical's position. There we go. Raph making the call out that he thinks he didn't get him. And he is right. Definitely didn't get him. Now Landon, Logical, and Woods here. Logical, Landon, Wood. Making their approach to this northwest courtyard. Swooty's going to be their first obstacle to get through, but they are just running around making tons of noise. A nice little frag coming out there. Blows up way too high and way too short. Bluega with the nice kill onto Logical. Unfortunately, that is a member of his own team, and he's gonna feel that one later. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we are into a 5v4 now. Landon better watch out. Luega is right on the other side here, and clearly he has no idea where his teammates are, and a shot does ring out in his direction. He doesn't land it. Doesn't land it on land on. It's funny. All right, some rotations now coming out. Sickness going to be peeping this window, looking for Landon. Landon's going to be found by driver of car, however. And now Bluega's going to have to really redeem himself here. He's going to have to find... Oh, my God. I have to find better camera work. But Bluega's going to have to find driver of car and then be wary of the man around this corner. If he makes too much noise, either one of these guys could really punish him. But it's just up to him, and I see Woods there. It's for the double flash. I see Woods now checking this doorway. Please don't team kill each other. This is an all-star tournament, ladies and gentlemen, not a some-star tournament. I don't really know what the opposite of an all-star tournament is, but all of these players are very, very good. So, just kidding around.
There's a guy in the bar building.
Just having a little fun with it, you know.
Or he might be by the Alex.
I got a pretty sweet team kill myself on Pone Cake in Thursday's game,
Alex of the building right around.
as he saved my life. I rewarded him by shooting him directly in the face for saving my life. Happens to us all. Is part of the game. I see Wood's going to be tossing a couple smokes out. It's going to make driver of car have to rotate out. Now Bluega can capitalize on this, but no, driver gets into that smoke and gives it to the man. You know, here you go, the man. You rotate out. You deal with it. But now he's got the smoke cover. I see Woods walking right out into his line of fire, but not before Woods picks up Swooty in the distance, and now it's a 4v1. Bluega has, what I would think, quite an uphill battle here. See what he's able to do from his point of view. Oh my goodness, Raph with the shield play. The counter shield play is gonna give that to the repeats. And the repeats have evened this thing up. They have tied it all up, ladies and gentlemen. You thought they were out. I know you did. I know you thought they were out. But they're not out, okay? They are still in this. Now it's a 3-3. 8-minute round tactical needs to hold their defense here. I mean, this is... You want the underdog, right? I mean, am I crazy, chat? Chat wants the underdog. We love all these guys, but everyone loves a good underdog story. See the repeats knocked out here, though. I mean, they clawed their way back. They've really just scraped for every inch. And now it's that time. They have to mount that offensive comeback. Put up 3 unanswered points of their own to win this map. But we'll see if 8-minute round tactical's defense gonna put the kibosh on that. It's fun trying to come up with new words to say on cast. I think kibosh is gonna be one of the new ones that I bring in. Bring into the old lexicon, you know. Ooh, lexicon, that's another one. Man, you guys. Sometimes they just gotta let us loose on these events. That's how we get our word game on fleek, I think is how the kids say it. On fleek now. You know what else is on fleek, ladies and gents? The fact we're jumping into our final round. That is the fleekiest thing that's happened all day. Some discussion there coming out about who uses whose spot. I mean, at some point that just gets confusing. But we are diving into this last round. This defense has to hold if the upsets are to win, and the offense gets that quick spawn, so we're going to be seeing that early aggression coming out. Man and Raph both upstairs. Sri Lankan setting up here on the backside. Landon, the other point person, looking for that quick push, but driver of car just making call-outs. He did spot Landon. Rest of the offense pushing up slowly on that center street. Couple shots ring out there. Probably a misfire. Always love when people hold their gun like this. It's so uncomfortable to do, depending on, you know, your stock situation and stuff, but it does help you shoot over those walls, so having trouble shooting over barriers, that's the way to do it. And shots are gonna ring out onto nothing because Landon is not in that room. Driver just making some attempts to get a sneaky kill, and he will be denied that. Lane coming out there, also not gonna find anything. And Sickness and Swooty again in slow motion. Moving up, trying to make zero noise as they make this approach into the blue room. I mean, obviously with the defense we know that is currently set up by 8-minute round tactical, they could have just gone straight through without being seen. Sri Lankan the only one likely to hear them. There's going to be a little bit of time before they see any action, and I think the repeats are feeling the pressure here. They're feeling it, you know? They know that it's on the line. If they lose this one, that's not a great way to start off the series. They do have 2 other maps to go, assuming it goes into a series tie, because this does not go to MMR, which means we don't play 3 rounds regardless of wins. Whoever wins the first 2 is the winner, and we're done with that. But now, yeah, I mean, it's just molasses over here with the offense. They've burned almost half of the time they had available. And with the quick spawn as well, just sort of holding their positions. I don't know if they were expecting aggression. Flash coming out there. Might have landed on driver. Yeah, he is sort of smushing his face into the wall there, so likely did get flashed. And now Sickness is inside. Sickness is the one, the only member of Marsoc who actually made it into this courtyard. Woody just on the outside. Now the rush comes out. Sickness is going to rush Sri Lankan. The C4 is going to detonate for seemingly no reason, and Sickness is going to get picked up by Landon. Out SMCing the other SMCer. And SMCs him first and kills him. I see Woods now behind Swooty. Gonna rush in and grab him. Raph is gonna grab London from the upstairs, and this is shaping up to be very dangerous for the defense. I see Woods now rotating into the objective after picking up driver of car. Just 2 members of repeats left, though. It's 3-2. If he doesn't slow up a little bit, he'll give away too much information. Raph still not making that heavy push. Man rotating around the north side. The defense is getting a little antsy, though. They need to just take a breath. Raph is going to find Woods on that very, very aggressive and loud rotation, and Raph is probably checking the tablet. That's what I would be doing, but now he's in this window here. It's a 2v2 as the repeats fight to stay in it after putting up 2 points. Raph and the man pick up both members of the defense simultaneously, and the repeats with 3 unanswered points are gonna take map 1. I didn't see it coming, ladies and gentlemen. I did not see it coming. I thought 8-minute round tactical, I thought they had it, you know, it felt good. Raph there picking up 8 kills, Landon on the other side picking up 7 for himself. The rest of the team, both teams actually did great. Everybody's got a whole bunch of kills, whole mess of kills as we've gone into this 7 round first map. But we are done with that now, and we will be heading into map 2. Let's just take a quick look at what map 2 is going to be. Map 2 is going to be, it's this caster's personal favorite. Both to cast and to play. We're going into quarantine, ladies and gentlemen. Quarantine. Quarantine. All right, let's see if 8-minute round tactical can bring it back. They are going to be starting off on Marsoc, so already not feeling too great. But Quarantine is not very. I wouldn't say it's really favoring offense or defense too much. I think it varies by objective as well, and spawn. You know, the variables. But I think it's gonna be a pretty good matchup, though. Lots of. I think a lot of these players feel really comfortable on Quarantine. I mean, obviously, I would say at least 5 of the 10 feel very comfortable on Quarantine because they picked it. But I know a lot of the players on both of these teams have had some pretty amazing plays with their respective teams, so I'm excited to see what happens in this second map. And we are now about to dive in, I think. You know, I'm not gonna get bamboozled here. Yep, nope. See, I almost took you guys to gameplay, but that was a false start. And we're gonna give a 5-round penalty to 8-minute round tactical. Getting there are no penalties. And we almost got bamboozled there again, as there are some need for round resets. So we are just gonna wait for these resets out. And I'll take this time to again thank everybody for hanging out with me, having a good time bringing you this all-star action whenever it's live. Waiting on the teams to ready up. We appreciate y'all's participation in chat. Hope you're enjoying the show that I am putting on. And we are still waiting for the teams to ready up and try it all over again. Do appreciate everybody's patience. I do hesitate to throw you to an intermission because that generally means the game will start. We are going to be seeing the what I like to call Village Garage objective, but I think different people have different names for it. It is on the west side across from the gas station. So a pretty fun one, and I think if the spawns stay the same, we are going to be seeing 8-minute round tactical on the quick spawn for that objective. That south spawn. More likely known as a death trap spawn. Very, very dangerous spawn to get. Hard to get out of that south kill box. Well, we'll see if they're able to do it. And I think finally we are able to dive into this first round of map 2. 8-minute round tactical versus the repeats. Repeats picking up Bizarre there, 4-3. Now 8-minute round tactical looking to make a comeback here. All outs coming out from driver of car there that a few members did. Cross the street, Raphael. We're talking on radio and they're like 10 feet from each other. Now driver of car looking for logical and wood. So we've got 2 members trained on each other here in the center. Sickness keeping an eye on Bluega's approach. Nade's gonna be coming out in that direction. And it is gonna grab Bluega. I honestly had no faith in that nade, and I got punished for it. But Bluega is gonna be revived by his team because the confirm is not within Sickness's reach. More smoke's coming out. Probably unnecessarily. You wanna bait more grenades into an area? Throw more smokes at it, you know? And there it is, Bluega gonna get picked up by Sri Lankan. Gonna re-peek this corner, which I feel like is a grave mistake, but Sickness not gonna be able to catch him. I guess that angle was a little too acute for him. And we are seeing an interesting little development here. I just noticed on my mini-map, I see Woods and Driver of Car pretty much right next to each other. Driver of Car is going to pick up Logical. Woods looking for that rotation, finds it quickly and evens it all back out again, and we're in a 4v4. That smoke looked like it hit Woods in the face, but it did not. Just a little bit of offensive smoke to create some noise cover. Bluega making some shots out onto what looks like the man's position.
Near like the escort spawn, if you know where that is.
Was indeed towards the man's position. So they've got to make this approach. Woods has got the most advantageous position here, obviously. Nobody knows he's here. Landon, though, gonna find Bluega and a beautiful team kill there. Beautiful work by Landon. Damn it indeed, buddy. Damn it indeed. And now it's just 3v4. I see Woods up in the center burning. He is making call-outs, which makes Raphael a little suspicious. That doesn't sound like my teammate. Sickness gonna find Lincoln up there, and Raph gonna pop the corner, grab I see Woods. And it's all up to the person I can't find, and that's Landon.
Shut up, Raph!
That's ringing out. Not gonna find him now. 2 members, all 3 members trained in on Landon here. And he is in a bit of a pickle. Swooty taking shots on him in that corner. Raph now rotating around the other side of the wall. Landon's gonna hear him, but doesn't duck fast enough. Gives Raph the headshot. And the repeats are going to take that first round. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic. Loving the absolute pants off of this game. I will see if 8-minute round tactic can come back on defense. As long as they stay out of the way of Landon's gun, they should have a good chance. I'm just kidding. I love Landon. I have to give him a hard time. He gives me a hard time in Apex along with Nightfire. This is my chance. Look at me. I am caster now. So we are having an awesome game to watch here, folks, despite this commentary. Both teams duking it out in these semifinals, neither wanting to be eliminated, both wanting to play in tomorrow's finals, but only one can make it out. Who's it gonna be? Tell me in the chat. You know, just at me. At me in the chat. At chat me. So funny. Jokes are so funny. I laughed at my own jokes because they are so funny. When you solo cast games like this, and you're not, bound to be entirely professional, it sort of feels like you're in solitary confinement, and this is just like something that's happening in my head that I'm narrating. But yeah, a little bit of madness going on here, but let's take a look at my fever dreams live as we dive into round 2 of map 2. You guys want color commentary? I'll give you color commentary. Red, blue, green, yellow. Kidding. Those are just colors. We are seeing mirrored spawns. The offense this time taking a bit more of a lackadaisical approach. Not going to be crossing that south side just yet, but it looks like they are getting ready to potentially do so as they stack themselves up in this 3-story building. I think they're trading equipment in there. I could get in there, but fun.
What's our stream? Let's go to the tweets and what's our stream?
Not
What are they watching?
sure what they're doing.
There's us.
This is a good day.
Yeah, it's fine.
See, if they get to have fun, why can't I have fun? You know, that's the rules. Them talking a little bit about what's on the internet on their tablets. There is no actual internet on their tablets for those that have not played this game. It's just showing the position of the enemies, but they are looking for... I think they're just looking to confuse 8-minute round tactical with the spawn by not giving it away too early.
He's now moving down off of the roof. Looks like he's heading east.
Driver of car gonna find Landon on the backside very quickly as he gets a little aggressive on this southern push. And now that spawn is given away entirely. Cygnus is gonna push up to the ambulance rock. Not to be confused with Schoolhouse Rock. It was a really fun television show to watch.
I'm not sure. Maybe I killed the roof. I'm not sure though.
You didn't.
Covering fire.
You didn't kill the roof, Raph. It's not a Raph roof kill. Okay. Cross is coming out from the man. The suppression is key though, Raph. Putting down that suppression, definitely helping the man get across. Those smokes were not ideal, but pretty good. Swooty also pushing up here and gonna make his way across. Should have all been called out by IC Woods. Logical gonna find Sickness there on that ambulance position. Now Swooty and Logical, or sorry, Blue Egg are gonna have a bit of a run in here potentially. By potentially, I mean definitely not, as Blue Egg rotates out. Defensive grenade almost catching Swooty. Good thing he decided to tie his shoes there. We're in a 4v4. 3 minutes left on the clock in this, the second round of map 2. Repeat's getting themselves a nice little defensive point in the beginning, but 8-minute round tactical looking to find one of their own as the man and Swooty come up on the hill. IC Woods takes a few shots at the man. They don't ring out, but Blue Egg on this key rotation here. Spotted out by the man before he can do any real damage. Swooty there was in danger. Now Swooty and the man got to deal with IC Woods. And IC Woods find both of them. He finds one. Swooty is down now. And does hear those shots. He's gonna peek, and he does grab IC Woods with a very nice kill as he comes off of that hill. And we're in a 3v2. 8-minute round tactical's defense is falling apart here. Logical, really the only one on objective, really. I mean, really. You know, like really on objective. Like all over the objective. And even then, not really. While, who is that there? Sri Lankan has moved up to cover that backside of it. See if they're able to hold this off. I have a feeling that this specific 2v3 still has a shot. We'll see what the rotation looks like as we try to find where the offense is going to approach from first. Fun minigame for casters of Onward. Where the action gonna be? That's the question. Smoke's coming out now on that east side of the burning complex. Driver of car is gonna push up. Sri Lankan's gonna rotate onto the objective. He is gonna find Raph from that upstairs position. Very nice kill for him, and it's a 2v2. Now Sri Lankan needs to stay tucked in here because there is like a little slice here, like a tiny little angle the driver of car can find him in, and he needs to be careful not to be on that angle. Driver of car now looking for him. Man needs to make the approach. The man takes a few shots, gives a few shots. Sri Lankan almost walks into the exact situation I just described. The frag's gonna come out, but not land on the position where driver of car was, but Logical's gonna catch him out on that rotation, and now it's just a 2v1, and Sri Lankan grabs a C4 kill. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, what a C4 kill that was. I apologize for whatever sound I just made, but that is the sound of that C4 killing someone. Sri Lankan just non-stop with the C4 kills last couple of weeks. And that one was, I don't know, precognizant? Maybe there was a call out. I don't know if there was a call out or not, but oh, what a C4 that was. The man getting caught out by that one. And now we're in a 1-1 score line again on this second map. If you are just joining us, this is, like I said, the second map. Bazaar going 4-3 in the way of the repeats after 3 unanswered points get put up, despite 8-Minute Round Tactical being in the lead. And now 8MRT is looking for that series tie. So far, it's not going their way. They need to grab a Marsoc win. That's how they're going to get this. Still just waiting on one member. I think we'll be jumping in here pretty shortly while I catch up with your chats and your hellos and all the other things. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out with me today. Glad you guys are able to find the time to come hang out with me as we cast this final round of the semifinals of the All-Star Tournament. Now just diving into round 3 of map 2. And the offense is going to be getting that center spawn, and the smokes are out in full force as the majority of 8-Minute Round Tactical is going to cross into the north side. They want nothing to do with that center and south.
No one goes south. Did you watch the whole time?
Oh, you'll have to excuse me there, ladies and gentlemen. That pizza is catching up with me. Very, very sleepy now, all of a sudden. Who knew? Well, we are still waiting for 8-Minute Round Tactical here to get set up. Want to go and land and basically just have free reign of this north side. Luega as well pretty much has full control of this north courtyard. Shots are ringing out towards driver of car's position. He is right on the objective. No action here as of yet, as the offense still gets set up. It's nice when you can put your camera somewhere, look away for a minute or so, and come back, and literally nothing has changed. I'll send a shout out to 8-Minute Round Tactical for helping me cast. All right, Sri Lankan making this push up through the tank courtyard. Raph's going to be his biggest problem. Potentially his biggest regret. But we'll see how that is. Tucked in here, putting that booty through the wall. A little bit too tucked. We are finally seeing some members of Marsoc making it across that north side into that northwest coach courtyard. Yes, there was a call out for smokes. More frags. Frags coming out. Raph not bothering to check this hole. Now he is a little bit on time. I was going to say late, but no, on time it is. He is going to find Sri Lankan.
I may have
Sickness.
dropped the guy on the roof.
Sickness does indeed drop the guy on the roof with a nice little headshot there while we were distracted. You and me. Landon's gonna find driver of car in the objective, and it's into a 3v4 with that res available still. The res is dangerous. Landon's going to be watching this like a hawk. Shots ringing out onto Sickness's position. Bluega going to find Sickness as he comes up over that wall, but Swooty's going to clean up Bluega, and now the Northwest is where the battle is. G-Man going to find Logical. Landon, the only one left. He is going to find the man, though, and now it's a 1v2 with the res possible. Landon's in a bit of a pickle here. Res does come out. Ralph, grab a driver of car there on the objective. It's a 1v3. Now we get to follow Landon very closely. The tension is mounting. Can he do it? They need a Marsoc win. Is he going to be the one that gives it to them? Gonna slowly pan across with him. Landon does find Swooty there. Can he do it? The cross comes out. He should have been spotted there by whoever that is. I can't see the name right now. That's driver of car. All out will have come out. Now Landon, wow, I guess that's not a window. Cool, cool. We're figuring things out as we go. Landon now in the village 2 is gonna pick up driver of car, and the clutch is coming alive, ladies and gentlemen. Landon just has to find Raph, the last member. He's got a minute 15 left. There's really no cap potential here, but he's got to find the angle on him. He knows where the shots came from. Raph is now paying attention. Landon there getting oriented in his real life play space. And Raph just peek at the corner, but Landon grabs it with a headshot. And they do grab that Marsoc win. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I was kind of rooting against him because of this whole personal thing we've got going on, but well played by Landon. What a time to make me eat my words. You know what I'm saying? That is a beautiful clutch. Somebody clip that so he can rub my nose in it all week long. Great play by him. It's going to pick up 8-minute round tactical. That Marsoc win they desperately need to pull ahead on this second map and try not to let the repeats run away with the match again. Oh, what a series it's been so far, folks. Man, we're not even halfway done yet. I mean, technically, we'll see how it all shakes out in the end, but whew. Map 2 here, we're about an hour and 10 minutes in. Getting real toasty in here with this action. Wait, I can't do it, I'm sick. Somebody do the Mortal Kombat toasty for me, I can't. Right now, I'll probably go into a coughing fit. And we are almost ready to go here, but if you are just tuning in, we are in map 2 of this all-star Onward series. Even Around Tactical just took the lead after a very nice 3v1 clutch by Landon. And we are going to be diving in to the aftermath of that round 4 of match 2. We are going to see that quick spawn from the offense. This is going to be a good one. See if the repeats decide to capitalize on this as aggressively as possible. So no one's crossed to the east just yet. So Sickness and Driver aren't going to be finding any early picks here. The defense choosing to stay very tucked in on that objective. Raph looking for his picks, not finding any. The man also looking for something nice and long range, but so far no one's going to peek this particular angle as all 3 are tucked into that burning building. We have driver of car in a very aggressive roof position here. He's the most likely to spot any action out nice and early, so we'll keep our eyes on him as there is a rotation from the defense all the way into that back corner there. Sri Lankan going to get into the south side, potentially go up onto the wing. Who knows? That's the fun. few offensive smokes coming out, but none of them they buy the objective. And so far, I don't think... Oh yeah, I guess with that smoke they would know the spawn. I say the defense likely doesn't even know where they've spawned yet, but now the entirety of the offense is all stacked up here. I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting goosey flashbacks to dirty 4-kill nades. Oh, do you never learn? Don't stack up. This is the place. This is the spot people throw their nade. Oh yeah, and just give your... You know what? It's not my team. Not my team. Doesn't matter. They're throwing their smokes out. They're going for the cross, and there's the nade. Oh, it's as if I knew something they didn't know. The nade coming out is going to catch Sickness out. He is out entirely, and now it's up to these remaining 3 members of the offense as they push through. I see what's going to find the man on a quick rotation. Swoody going to get the refrag there, and now Raph is pushed all the way up towards the objective. Landon and driver of car are going to trade with a down. Raph is inside the courtyard, and as he jumps in, he's going to grab Bluega with a beautiful shot. Now Raph is in danger from the backside. Sri Lankan comes through. Raph's going to find him. Is Logical going to be the one that stops this tyranny? No, he isn't. The man is going to find Logical on defense, and the repeats are going to take that offensive round. Wow. Ooh. Lots of hot and spicy action right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, boy. Let's see, do I have the scores right? I have not been paying attention to scores. There we go. Yeah, no, they're all correct. Everything is correct. It's a 2-2 on map 2. 2-2-2-2-2-2. As these 2 teams just duke it out. One map after the other, one round after the other, one kill after the next. Fighting to be in the finals of these Onward All-Star tournament brackets. There's a little bit of prize money on the line, some gift cards, I believe. So that incentive keeping everybody on their toes, keeping everyone sharp, and great playing so far from both sides. Oh, I'm loving it. I am loving it right now. And I have a feeling now I will be getting an email, a sternly worded email from the lawyers at McDonald's. But you know what? I am loving it. And I will not apologize for loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And with that thievery of theme songs, we are gonna dive into the next round, which is round 5 of this second map. Get a little top-down view here. Look at that. So pretty. A little intersection. They all go their different ways. That's fun. Cameras are fun. As the defense gets set up in a nice little half moon around the objective, the call out coming out from Raph there that 4 are in the middle. Indeed they are, and they are going to be trying to cross this north side, but Sickness going to find Blue Egg on a nice little peek there through that rooftop courtyard wall. Now they'll see if they can get any more members across. This is what's called an acceptable loss. You know, you lose one, and then you keep the defense focused on a position that is not where you're going to be coming from, and you're able to get the bulk of your team across. But now, you're going to have to do a little bit of work. Excuse me here for a second. I do have a tickle in my throat, and I don't want to cough all over this microphone, so just give me one moment as I follow the action and make my throat not hurt. All right, we are back. I am back. The action hasn't gone anywhere, but I am back. Swoody gonna be looking for these guys up in the north. All out is coming out. Much more than just one on the north wall, Swooty. Just keep your eyes peeled. Woods now looking for Swooty's little position here. Not sure if he's able to spot him just yet. Head is peeking out, but Woods is going to be the winner of that trade as he downs Swooty in the distance.
He's moving to, there's two north.
There's the call out for 2. Logical and Woods now completely called out. Sickness coming in for this revive. Logical finds Swooty again on that revive, and now it's up to Sickness to clean him up. He does that. Indeed. Gonna trade out Logical, and now it's 3v4. Sickness now having to come back towards the objective.
There's another one over there.
Making the right call there, rotating out of a dangerous position. Woods is trained in on that car. Not gonna find anybody, and now Landon. Oh, if he'd have just peeked that a little earlier, he would have been able to catch Sickness out on that cross. Landon. So close. So close. I love that I get to pick on you today. It's fun. That's a fun thing for me and the audience. Shots are going to ring out on Landon. He hits the deck. Not going to catch him out this early. You're going to have to wake up a little earlier to pull one over on old Landon here. As 8-minute round tacticals start to make their approach. They're pretty spread out, but they're in a nice little line. And let's take a look here at Lincoln's position. He's going to be coming up onto the backside of Raphael. Now is the time to be making this approach. While the defense is all focused up on that north side, Landon's going to find driver of car on the wall of Village Garage. And even things up into a 3-3 ball game as we are 4 minutes into this 5th round. Raphael now looking for Sri Lankan. I don't know if he heard him or not, but offense now making their push up through here. Sickness on the wall looking for probably Landon and or Icy Woods. Both good candidates for his bullets. Landon's going to tell Sickness to back off.
At the other side of the building you were just at, Woods. I think that was you.
He's going to have to be careful, though. The man is just trained in. Oh, he's just behind that little post. Raf is going to find Sri Lankan on that eastern approach, and now it's just 2v3.
Yep, one middle burning, one.
Woods is going to find Raf on a nice refrag there. Quick headshot. Now Sickness and the man, the only ones left on objective. And they have got to rotate in, man. Woods can definitely, with some suppressing fire from Landon, Icy Woods can make this wall right here and cap without Sickness even seeing him. And there it is. Landon's going to grab Sickness, and Icy Woods is going to rotate in for this cap position. If he stays low, the man's not even close. The man's not even close. He starts rotating in. He notices the problem. But 8-minute round tactical is going to take map 2 with a nice cap by Icy Woods and Landon. And we're going to go into our 3rd round of this series. Oh, boy, ladies and gentlemen, what good stuff was that. That was good stuff. I am pretty jazzed about all of that. Call me DJ Jazzy Jeff here, because I am very jazzed about the action we just saw. We'll see what that last map is going to be. So 8-minute round tactical, holding it up there and staying in for this series, tying it up 1-1 after Repeats grabbed Bazaar out from under them. Now they're gonna look to even things up even more, double even, by going to this 3rd map to decide this series. Which one of these teams is going to be going to the finals tomorrow, Sunday, March the 10th? Put your predictions in the chat. I want to know. I need to know. Who do you think is going to take this series? pretty hard to pick now. I mean, both teams just playing unbelievable on both sides. It's such a hard matchup to make any choices on. I'm so glad I'm casting this and I don't have to pick, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, you know? We are just now loading up the final map, which is going to be, I think you might have heard somebody call it from the lobby, but spoil all my fun. It is going to be Downfall. That's going to be our last map. My personal favorite, obviously, for those of you who know me. And the teams are diving in. Nope, they're not. Never mind. I'm crazy. That auto start timer is really just really pulling one over on us all the time. We're gonna get the team names in there so we know who we're talking about. Yep. All right, we are gonna be diving into this third map here very soon. As the teams are all in and ready to go, drawing up their plans, their master plans, their schemes, their shenanigans, as it were. And it has been quite a series so far. If you're just tuning in, you've missed most everything. But there's still one more round to go. You know, good for you. Good for you jumping in right at the most tense moment of the series. You know, good for you. The repeats did grab Bazaar 4-3 after being down 3-1. 8-minute round tactical just grabbed Quarantine with a nice cap. A little dual play by Landon Jordan and Icy Woods to grab themselves 2 points and take that map away from the repeats. And now we're in a tied series. 1-1, 6-7 is the score. 8-minute round tactical looking to take this series away from the repeats, and the repeats looking to hold on just a little bit longer, squeeze this map win out, and get themselves into the finals tomorrow. They face off against the Harry Houdinis. Myself and Steven, Birds, Pone Cake, Too Old, and Lone Miyagi make up that team. So tune in tomorrow for that when we get that match scheduled based on the victory that we see here. But with that being said and all my nonsense out of the way, we are ready to dive into this first round of the third map, the decider series of the Onward All-Star Tournament between 8-minute round tactical and the repeats. It sounds like a really bad 80s like hair metal band. 8-minute round tactical and the repeats coming at you in your headphones.
I'll fall back into it.
Offense again, taking their sweet time. Shots ringing out from Icy Woods. Is not able to stop the cross into Crater, and the defense is going to set up.
One down North Bungalow.
The man is going to find Landon in the North Bungalow there. Very nice pick on that rotation, and we're into a 5v4. 8-minute round tactical down a man already. It's laid up here with a sniper, just waiting for this headshot. Seen him a little bit there. Or if his gun, pretty sure his gun's gonna hit the wall when it fires.
North Hotel, maybe the marksman, just don't even give him a shot.
It's ringing out onto Sickness's position. Pretty sure his gun's gonna shoot the wall, but who knows? These walls are unpredictable. Trying to line that shot up against Sri Lankan up on that North Hotel. Just gonna take I want this to be a screenshot, you know? I want to be on the front page of the VRML with a sweet screenshot. Look at this. Look at this beautiful. Fantastic.
Drivers.
But Sickness is not getting into any action, and Bluega and Swoody just on the other side of the wall from each other here, so we're gonna tune in to this part of the battlefield.
Got at least 2 at West Red Truck here with me. Yeah. One dark doesn't maybe.
Yeah, we can see the basement in the window room.
Yeah, there's guys below us in the West Red Truck building.
All kinds of call-outs coming out here between these two teams, telling each other's teammates where the other people are. Shots ringing out from Sri Lankan towards Cygnus's position. Not gonna find any purchase there.
He sucks.
North Hotel doing too much damage yet.
Is that lower red truck or upper?
I mean,
In the basement of West Red Truck.
I'm actually blown away that Swooty is able to still sit here and call out these two members of the offense. He is not in the basement, but they cannot take that chance. Fortunately, there's no angle onto Swooty here through this window, so Woods is gonna have to find a different way to get this kill. And if Cygnus just pops this wall right now, he has got a clean kill onto Icy Woods. And I'm shocked they're not just like feeding misinformation back and forth to each other. Like, oh, he's coming down the valley. All right, everybody push down the ravine. Throw your smokes, you know, like. Well, throwing out their smokes. Swooty is ready. His gun is trained. I see Wood's gonna go rush in the corner. Swooty gonna find both of them in a very anticlimactic finish as Swooty grabs both of the people that had called him out for probably a full 2 minutes. I'm kidding, of course. In caster vision, it's always easy to say this kind of stuff, but the players do have a hard time understanding and hearing where things are coming from. Cygnus finally grabbing a beautiful headshot there onto Sri Lankan. And now it's just up to Mr. Swearjar over here, Logical. Yeah, I'm able to get through that window, but now he's escaped the house and I can't follow him. They're just gonna pay attention to... Right, see if his guess is correct as we follow him all the way through this action. Minute left.
Oh, don't shoot me!
He did ask, but in the repeats, corner there, I will say he didn't say please. So, you know, just you gotta say please. If you're gonna say don't shoot me, be polite, okay? But a great play nonetheless by the repeats to grab themselves that first defensive round in this series. They're off to a good start. Keep reminding myself who is on what side here. And now we'll see what 8-Minute Round Tactical can do as they jump into this next defensive round, and we'll see if they'll be sort of bouncing back and forth defensive rounds like we have been seeing for a while, or if there's, you know, something else up their sleeve. And just catching up on all your chats. I feel like there's a lot of backstory to that chat that I'm not really getting, but it seems like there's some rivalries happening, and good for you, you know? Be invested in your teams. That's what's important. And I do appreciate the cheers from Ferris for me to sing more, but that is, you know, not enough drinks in, and the pipes just aren't feeling very good, you know. I think that McDonald's slogan was the last one I'll be doing for a little bit, but I'm saving it all so that I can shoutcast this second round of map 3 as we dive into another defensive round. This time, in around tactical, going to be holding strong against the offense of the repeats. They are getting mirrored spawns, and the offense is just stacked up there. Just stacked and waiting. Have a little fun with the camera there. I can't quite get the speeds right to do those like fancy zooms where it looks like the hallway is getting longer, you know? I'm gonna keep practicing it though, and we're gonna make that tunnel on cargo look really, really long during one of the next casts, I promise you. Luego looking for any picks he can. In position to do that from. The offense not really giving him too much opportunity. He's right. He does see a riot shield guy on top of North Hotel. That is Raphael. He is providing those amazing call-outs for his team. Yep, just holding the radio. Waving to his fans. Saying hello.
Yeah, one OBJ second floor and one behind the wall behind the white tower by the OBJ.
Holding that radio open, eh, Raph? You're one of those guys. Just keeping that hand on the radio. So I can hear that hissing sound if I'm on your team. I know how it is, Raph.
No, he's still up.
All right. Shots ringing out towards his position, not gonna land, and the offense taking their sweet time as they make their approach down towards this North HQ objective. Swooty rotating out of this red car position, hoping to find a different angle. Catch at least one of the members of the defense sleeping. The defense is very tucked in. I'm sure there's not gonna be a ton of action here, so if we take a quick fly around, Logical and Boyega are in this building, right in the upstairs and basement windows. Both common positions. Sri Lankan here in the basement of the crater building. I see Woods on this west wall on the north side. Finally bringing it all up with Landon Jordan here in the helicopter bungalow or butcher shop, whatever you call it. Thank you, Landon, for calling out the time left. They are down to halftime now. Repeat's gonna need to find their way down. Blig is gonna confirm. Raphael as he rotates down that hill. A very dangerous rotation. Sorry, up that hill. Right up here. Sickness gonna find Boyega though in that window. Draft's dead body, in case you wanted to see where he got shot. And a down coming out. Logical gonna try and get that res. Hopefully Sickness isn't watching the window, but we both know he is. Sickness watching the window. Driver, though, is gonna be the one that grabs that kill, and Boyega is now down and out completely. The offense now looking to make their push in very soon. They've got a member on the far south side coming up the street. Nobody really watching that angle. 2.5 minutes left. Sickness lighting the fire under his team. 4 of them versus the 3 left on 8-minute round tactical. Looks like they did have a drop. I don't know off the top of my head who that is. Now it's just a 3v4. Oh, Landon dropped. That is who dropped out. Oh, Landon. You know, Landon. I love you, buddy. Drops are the worst. I love everybody in this chat. Everybody who came to hang out. I love these players. Love this game. I love this cast. Having a great time here today. I appreciate everybody coming to hang out with me and make fun of me in the chat as I bring you this fantastic action between these two great teams. Forged in the fires of, well, draft picks, I guess.
130.
And molded by the 2 to 3 games they've played this week. You know, it's not working. I can't make it epic. I tried, I really did. You saw me try. But Sickness now
You gotta get in
looking...
better position now, driver. Get up here.
Yeah, there's just a minute left. Sickness is right. They are not in a position to make any sort of moves here. Although Landon is gone, Icy Wood still has a great position to catch out Sickness, and Sri Lankan still watching that down approach. Swootie's going to find Logical in the basement, and now the cap is very possible. Icy Woods and Sri Lanka need to be very careful here with their rotations. If they get too antsy, they can get caught out quickly. And a cap can come out very, very devastatingly against 8-minute round tactical. Sickness now rotating into the smokes. Sri Lankan might spot him out. He's going to reposition the smokes. Sri Lankan sees 2, grabs 1, grabs 2. Swootie grabs Woods, and now the man is on the side of the objective. Driver of car was a res, though. Sri Lankan's coming in. A frag comes out. The trade doesn't happen. Well, sort of happens, but after the fact, a grenade's gonna grab both of them as they go for that cap, but it doesn't matter as the repeats are gonna take that one on kills and go up 2-0 in this final map. And I definitely still don't remember who's on what side, but there we go. Got that all set. All good to go, and now we're going to be seeing a new objective, the helicopter bungalow, or butcher shop objective, some might know it. And it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. 8-minute round tactical really need to come back and get themselves on the board. Hopefully they get Landon back in the lobby, I believe. Yeah, they're still waiting on Landon to rejoin the lobby, or maybe a potential replacement. See what they decide to go with here in this third map. If you are just tuning in, you have missed most of the game, but there is still plenty of tension and bullets and, you know, cool things in store for you as we get into this third map, the deciding map, in fact, for this Onward All-Star Tournament series. There's a whole lot of action going on in this game. Both teams duking it out. It's blow for blow. 4-3 was the score on Bazaar. 4-2 was the score on Quarantine in the favor of 8-minute round tactical to tie up the series. And now we're in this third map, which is Downfall, as we wait on a member of the 8-minute round tactical team to get back into the game and get back into the action. I am your caster, Noman. I hope you've enjoyed the cast so far. I appreciate everybody hanging out and chatting it up and making those sweet, sweet clips because, man, we love clips here. They're good for the VR Respawn show. They are great for the players to review later. Good to share with your family and friends. Just keep making those clips. We friggin' love them. Friggin' love them. Never stop, never stopping making those clips. We are still just waiting on that last member. I hesitate. Oh, and I hesitate correctly because he just rejoined the lobby as I said that, so we should be seeing them dive into this third round very soon. Oh, come on, chat, get hype. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Tell me, tell me, tell me. I want the chat to just light up with 8 MRT or like repeats, but pasted, you know, like 50 times. Get it? Because it's repeats? Because it repeats, and you can make their name. Get it? You guys get the joke? It's such a good joke. Why don't you guys get it? Yep, I'm going insane. But I'm gonna go insane while watching some sweet gameplay because we're into round 3 now. Repeats back on defense for this new objective. 8-minute round tactical looking to get their names back on the board here. After such a strong showing in the first 2 maps, they've had a bit of a tough time finding their foothold on Downfall. And making some very quick rotations there. But The offense is taking their time getting set up. Some shots ringing out from IC Woods onto the man's position. Do not land. Woods now rotating far north to find a little bit of separation from his team. Get the defense swiveling their heads, trying to keep an eye out on everybody. Shots likely ringing out onto Landon's position there as he chooses to rotate out. Logical putting some bullets down range as well. That's now ringing out by Landon.
Dark room on the south side of the two-story, far northwest.
Landon's gonna have to be careful. There are two enemies watching this corridor. Raff and Swooty both watching that southwest
I think
approach.
That's him. I'm not sure. That's what it looks like.
And then looking to get any kind of pick here. We're a minute and a half into the series, and so far, no downs or hits have even come out. For Lincoln now pushing up. IC Woods is going to find sickness on the backside there. Inside, I believe that is North Guard. And now IC Woods is right into the belly of the beast. He's made a nice little approach here on the north side. And he needs his team to really make some noise. I mean, really start pushing that south angle. Because if he can get in behind Swooty and Raphael there, they could really do some damage. Woods can really carve out that defense from the inside. He's going to be trying to do just that. We see him rotating there on the mini-map to the Raider building. Lankin and Bluega putting some bullets down range, keeping Swooty and Raphael engaged, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing here, as they're not paying attention to that north side. Swooty checking it a little bit, but
Okay.
a little too late. Raph telling Swooty, make sure they don't come from the north. Swooty not quite making sure they don't come from the north just yet, but it is early. And now we've got mid-hotel. Raphael's gonna find Bluega as he comes out of that that south HQ building. Logical is now inside. Shots ringing out. Do find IC Woods on the north side. And he has succeeded in stopping people from coming in from the north. Now shots ringing out from Sri Lankan. Their Logical's position. I think he was just shooting the crap out of Logical. The man is... I don't know how the man's not laughing. Because that is pretty funny. Well, now looking for the man looking for Logical. Angle is just right, and the man is able to pick him up nice and clean, and there's just 3 members of 8-minute round tactical remaining as the Repeats defense holds strong here on Downfall.
Where is he? You know?
Big shots coming out. And in trying to make very little noise. They're down to a minute and a half. Landon pushing up now. Stays low and slow. Shots from Bluega should keep Raphael pinned. Make it in very quietly without even noticing. Driver of car is going to find Sri Lankan, though, in a nice little push, and Landon's going to push this corridor, but not find the man. The man's going to find him instead, and it's all up to Bluega here in this 1v4. 50 seconds left on the clock. What, if anything, can he do to pull his team back from the brink? Not quite what 8-minute round tactical wanted there. He's not able to grab any kills before he goes down, and now we're in a 3-0 situation. The repeats looking very nice to take this series from 8-minute round tactical. But 8-minute round tactical, I don't know. It's a defensive round. It's a well defendable object. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. It's not easy to defend. I don't know what I'm saying. It's a game. The game is happening and this team could win. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? You try to get fancy and it just all goes south. But we don't have to get fancy because we're in round 4 and these guys are going to be doing all the fancy stuff for us. As we see mirrored spawns again, the defense rushing out very aggressive. What is this aggression I'm seeing on the defense? 8-minute round tactical looking to take a ton of ground. Landon able to make the call out. Now he's going to be taking shots from 2 different angles. As he makes this north side, driver of car and IC Woods are going to trade. IC Woods is down, not going to be able to double tap anybody. As Landon looks for somebody there. The man's going to find Sri Lankan though. And Logical is going to find that revive on IC Woods. So we are in a 4v4 here. This defense is very unorthodox. Raphael rotating around the north. Landon trying something out with the nade there. Not going to work. Sickness might catch him out here, though. He's a little too high on the wall. Is he going to be able to catch him as he makes it around this corner? Sickness not able to see him. Takes a shot. Doesn't land it on Landon and Bluega. And Landon are in the room next to each other. Please don't team kill each other. Okay, they're great. Man and IC Woods get into a little confrontation. And the man able to finish that kill off. Landon going to find Swooty coming down.
I think I only saw one go that way, but I might have been wrong. He looked awful black. That may have been a teammate. Oh, I think I just locked up again. Nope, it came back. God damn it. Fucking broken ass game.
And having some issues staying connected to the game.
I think there's one in dark room on North Barsop in the
Your thinking is correct. That is your good buddy SM Sickness MC. That's what SMC stands for, right? Sickness Master Class. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
can't see that far though.
Don't at me. I know what SMC stands for. Okay, just don't do it. Raphael gonna find Logical on that flank on the north side. It's just a down. He is gonna be able to revive him, but this position in the north hotel is pretty key. The double tap does come out, and now it's a 2v3. Trying to take some shots out onto Landon, not gonna land, but the man is gonna find Bluega, and now it's all up to Landon Jordan to make this defense work. All right, he's been in a 1v3 just earlier today in this same series, and he was able to clutch it. Can he do it to keep his team in the series 0-3? Landon Jordan, the last man alive for 8-minute round tactical. The repeats now looking to make their offensive push. What's going to happen here, folks?
Damn it. You know what?
Believe in yourself, Landon. Never stop believing in yourself. That's the key. You've done it once, you can do it again. Why am I being supportive? You just yelled at me for like 2 straight. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I do still love my players. Landon.
No, you picked it, Woods. I'm gonna make you sit through the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Damn
Oh, spiteful. It's a spiteful pick. I see how this is gonna go, but Landon is gonna I mean, honestly, why would he rush out? You know, it's a defensive positioning. Wouldn't make any sense to try to go die. As he tries to maneuver around and check as many angles as he can. He is dealing with at least one EU player, a member of G-Men, and one member of SMC. So it's really kind of like the mix of, you know, very slow, pretty slow, and kind of fast. The nice little jamboree of player speeds. Raph there. Raph there, the only one relatively close right now. I think I just called the wrong team for one of them, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I meant Globochem. Raph is on Globochem. Again, don't at me. I know exactly what I'm doing here, ladies and gentlemen. You confused me by saying Woods' name. But the man's gonna find Landon Jordan as he rotates through, and the repeats are gonna take Downfall 4-0 away from 8-minute round tactical. And end the series there. That's their 2 wins for the series. It was a best of 3. 8-minute round tactical putting up a great fight in those first 2 rounds, and then struggling to maintain that momentum as they got into Downfall. But the repeats are the winners of the semifinal round B, and they will be going on to the finals tomorrow, where they will play myself along with the rest of the Harry Houdinis. And it's going to be quite a show, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow, that was a lot of talking. But I will do a little bit more as I say thank you to everybody for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you guys had fun on the cast as much as I had doing it. And yeah, thanks for any bits that I may have missed, or any subs or follows that I may have missed. But I do appreciate all of that, helping us support the casters. If you guys want to get involved in the league, the links are below the video for our Discord and website. You can go sign up to be a reservist or start your own team, whatever feels appropriate to you. There are new emotes for subscriptions for the Onward Master League, so if you do get those, you get some pretty neat clutch, grenade, and app emotes. There is a giveaway going on right now. Somebody, I'm sure, will be kind enough to post the link for as I'm talking about it. There's a giveaway going on where you can share all this information with social media, follow Onward Master League's channels on Twitch, and go to websites and do various other things, and get entered into a raffle to win one of 5 $50 Oculus or Steam gift cards, so go ahead and do that. And I'm really tired of talking, so I am going to be signing off from the casting desk here today. I appreciate everybody coming to hang out, and we will be seeing you guys tomorrow. This is Noman with a 4. Peace and out. See you guys.